What's up guys, Simply Coco here and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another speed build here in The Sims 4. So as you can tell by the title, I am building a semi-underwater modern home, or something along the lines of that will be the title. But we are building in the world of Windenburg right now. I do eventually move this over to Sulani just because whenever I started going under the water to kind of decorate it with rocks and stuff like that. If you look around this lot, there's not really any like coral reefs or anything. There's just rocks. So under the water kind of looked really boring. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and move it to Sulani. The only reason I started in this lot and I didn't want it to move it to Sulani or didn't build it in Sulani in the first place is because I feel like everyone that does um, an underwater home always does it in Sulani. Because I feel like, I don't know, doing a underwater home as a Sims 4 YouTuber is kind of like a rite of passage kind of thing. Because I feel like everyone does it at some point or the other. So I just want it to be kind of different. But you know, it is what it is. I ended up moving into Sulani anyway, and I put it on the exact same lot that everyone tends to put their underwater homes on. But anyway, I can actually not wait for cottage living and or not necessarily cottage living, but the patch beforehand where we'll get the pond tool because then we can make well no, actually never mind. I was gonna say we could make underwater homes look more natural, not realistic, because I don't know if there are any actual underwater homes, but I was gonna say we can make them look more natural because we'll have ponds, but excuse me, you probably won't be able to build a home in a pond. Kind of surprised that none of the EA game changers with their early access has tried that because if it's just because with the new pond tool, it's just terrain manipulation. So you just like bump the terrain down and then fill it with water. So I wonder if you bump the terrain down, build a house down there wherever you bump the terrain down, and then try to fill it with water, would it actually work? Huh. I wonder. That's something I'm gonna have to try whenever I get the patch. I wonder when the patch is coming out because I feel like it's usually a week beforehand, so maybe it'll come out Thursday. I'm recording this Tuesday, the 13th, and I don't think this video is coming out until tomorrow, the 14th, on Wednesday. So, and then the 15th, Thursday, will be a week before the pack actually, before Cottage Living actually comes out. So maybe we'll get the patch Thursday. I'm not sure. I don't usually know how that stuff works. But anyway, if you can see stuff floating around, it's because I sized down some fish tanks to put down here so that fish would actually be floating around. That's the only trick to that is that you have to go into live mode and fill up the fish tanks with fish first. Like the fish tanks don't come with fish in them. You have to tell your sim to stock the fish tank with fish. So I had to do that in live mode first. And then you can just hide the fish tanks in the rocks and yeah, in the coral reefs. So all of this coral reefs stuff is in the debug menu of Island Living. So that's where you can find that. Other than that, only other thing is this is a rental lot. So yeah, this is a rental lot. I think I had to change it to a residential lot in order to get the sim here to fill up the fish tanks. And I don't remember if I turned it back into a rental lot after that, but I do intend on this being a rental lot. So once we get into the interior, I don't clutter it up very much just because, you know, with a rental property, there wouldn't be a whole bunch of clutter everywhere because no one actually like lives there. Unless it's like an Airbnb, because with Airbnbs, you know, sometimes it is like actually someone's house, so there could be clutter around. But in this case, I didn't really think this was an Airbnb. I mean, it could be an Airbnb, but one that whoever rents it out, they don't actually live here on the regular. They just own it and rent it out to people. So now I'm just doing the landscaping, trying to hide the fact that this is a pool and just blend it into the world around. I was going to cut all of this out just because this is a longer video. It's not that long, actually. Maybe like, I didn't check before I started doing the voiceover, but I think it's only like 22-ish minutes. Yeah, 21, 22-ish minutes. You would know because you can just look down at the timestamp. But yeah. So one thing I wanted to say really quickly is I am doing a cottage living getaway. Getaway? I am doing a cottage living getaway. If you aren't following me on Twitter, go check it out. It's just Simply Coco at Simply Coco 94 over on Twitter, and you have to retweet the tweet. You have to tag a friend in your retweet, and then you also have to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit subscribe and go follow me on Twitter and retweet and tag a friend in that tweet, and then you could possibly win the pack. If that was too confusing to understand, just go check out my Twitter at simplycoco94, and all of the rules to enter are on that tweet. If you don't have a Twitter, check out my Instagram, which is simplycocoyt, and send me a DM on Instagram of a screenshot that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can enter that way as well. Just because some people don't have Twitter. So yeah, if you don't have Twitter and you still want a chance to win the pack, go check out my Instagram and just send me a screenshot of you being subscribed to my YouTube channel. And if you don't have Instagram, leave a comment on this video that you subscribed, and I will enter you into the drawing. Because what I usually do for giveaways is I collect everyone's names as they come in, and I put it on a huge like spinning wheel, and then I just hit spin like 3 times, and then whoever it lands on is the winner. Yeah, I was about to say sometimes I give it to more than one person if I'm feeling generous, but this is an expansion pack that I'm giving away, and they're $40. So once I buy one for once I buy it for myself and the winner, that's already $80. So they'll more than likely only be one winner. So make sure you get entered. But anyway, I completely talked over the bottom deck. So down there, I just put some sun loungers, and then like a little seating area, and then this is the top deck, or like not the roof. Let's just call it the top deck. I don't know why I'm calling it a deck, because it's not a boat. It's a house, but I guess it could still be a deck. So I put a full dining table over there. I put a full like grill area. I put a bar. I just connected 2 of the perfect patio bars and made one long bar. And then I put a hot tub over here with some of the sectional couches that came with Dream Home Decorator. Now I'm just not necessarily cluttering everything up, just trying to decorate everything. I end up putting a TV there. I don't know if your Sims can watch TV from a hot tub, but I thought that would be a pretty neat thing to add there. That'd be pretty cool if your Sims could watch TV from the hot tub. I don't see why they couldn't, especially if they're just sitting there. But I don't know. Someone let me know. But yeah, so that's everything that's up here. I'm using those actually like origami looking lights from Dream Home Decorator. They looked really nice here. I don't know why. I guess kind of like that modern look that I was going for, but I don't know. I really like them, and they made me want to use them more. Because when Dream Home Decorator first came out, and I saw the lights that came with the pack, I didn't really like it because I was like, it looks like origami. It's just, I'm not feeling it. But I don't know. After using it in this build, I actually like it. So I cut out some of the footage where I insert those skylights there. So those skylights go down into the kitchen. And then I add another seating area right here. Excuse me. So there's a lot of places to sit up here. I don't know why you would need this many. I was really just trying to fill the space. This would be a really, really great party house to, like if you had a group of if you had a group of 10 friends, this would be great. Like 15 friends. I don't know who in their late 20s, early 30s has a group of 15 friends. Because, when you get older, you're like, okay, I only have like two or three real good friends that I could spend a whole weekend with or do a whole vacation with. Unless you have like five or six good friends and then everyone brings their significant others, then you could have, a group of 15, 20 people. But anyway, yeah, so this is the kitchen area. Pretty decent sized kitchen. Although I wouldn't imagine you would do a whole lot of cooking at a rental property. You probably would. It just depends. Like, in real life, you would save a lot of money. Like, if you, like, got an Airbnb or something, and when you got there, went grocery shopping, and you cooked your food instead of going out. But who actually really does that? Because the whole point of like going somewhere and traveling is to like experience the culture, experience, the different food places that they don't have where you live. But I mean, to make it a functional house, there had to be a kitchen. I am excited though that we're kind of getting like a Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash kind of situation coming to The Sims with cottage living, because there's a new service where you can get groceries delivered to your house, and along with that you can get like full-on meals delivered to your house, and that is great. Love that. It's so realistic, and it's like all the rage right now. Like, now that I'm saying that, I might order my lunch from DoorDash. We'll see. It's a good idea, actually. Then I don't have to cook. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, now I'm just, this is a bookcase. And I do kind of clutter it up with different things because, again, this is someone's actual house. They don't live here throughout the year, but they would have some of their things around. So just cluttering it up a bit. I put a small flat screen TV up there. Hopefully they can watch it from the couch. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to. Open concept floor plans, so the kitchen and the dining room and the living room are kind of all connected. This is the entryway. Nothing crazy goes on in here. I think literally that's all I put, because I was going to put something up on this wall, but then it was kind of going to be in the way of the Sims getting to that door. I don't think it actually would have been in the way for them to get out that back door, but like it would have hit their heads or something. Oh, excuse me. Sorry if I sounded weird. I was like, I had to yawn, but then it went away. I don't know. Just figuring out what rug to put in the kitchen. And then I think we're going to move on to downstairs. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Oh, I forgot a fridge. There we go. Yeah, making sure I have all the curtains up. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to listen to me yawn because I just did it and I'm not cutting it out or starting the voiceover or rewinding the voiceover. Put in Alexa, because I feel like that's a very realistic thing to have in like a really high-end Airbnb. This is right downstairs, so this is right off of the stairs. Actually, no. I'm just placing curtains around. But yeah, right, this area is right off of the stairs. So I put a computer right here because in The Sims 4 you need a computer to do just about everything. So I make this kind of like an office space. And then I put a bookcase and another kind of seating area using the lounge chairs from Dream Home Decorator. Just kind of looking out into the water because I realized there wasn't really a place in the house for anyone to just come and sit and look out of the windows out to the water and the fish. So I kind of made that this area. Um, and then I just kind of clutter it up with different decorations and things. I kind of really like this area. Once it's done, I add that kind of it's it's not a bookcase, but you can put books on it. That is from Eco Lifestyle. This is a small little hallway that leads to the main bathroom and two of the bedrooms. There is a master bedroom, a quote unquote master bedroom. There is one, but it's on the other side of that office space. Um, so yeah, there's the main bathroom's the first door, and then two bedrooms are the last two doors. So with the bedrooms, I'll get to that in a second. So this is the master bedroom. um, I took it. I took advantage of the fact that I was in Sulani, and I just started using a lot of the stuff from Island Living. Those side tables are actually from Jungle Adventure, but the wood tone kind of works with the bed I'm using. Um, Originally, this is not the vibe I was going for on the interior. I wanted to go for very white, very light wood, grays, not really much color. But then I was like, why not? We're in Sulani. Why not have some color? So in the master bedroom, and well, really in all the bedrooms, I kind of embrace some color and added some color in there. Another yawn, Jesus. But yeah, and I kind of like it. I think it works because the coral reef on the outside is so colorful that when you're looking at it from overhead, um, all the color just kind of works together. So yeah, this is the master bedroom. I put a little seating area over here again because it is pretty. It's right there next to that window. Uh, your Sim's back would be turned to it sitting right there. But again, you could. I mean, if you're renting this for the weekend, you could easily turn that chair around and just sit and watch. This is the master bathroom that has a walk-in closet. So whenever I get to the closet, I don't actually hang any clothes up or anything. I just put the closet units in there from Dream Home Decorator because again, this is a rental property, so the person that actually owns this house wouldn't have their clothes hanging up in here. Um, so they just have the empty shelving and empty like hang spots for the people that rent it out. They can come in here and hang up their clothes that they're going to be wearing throughout the trip, um, and store anything in the drawers that they're going to be wearing or using throughout the trip. So that's why it's empty in there. Um, but there is a mirror in there, so there is some gameplay that you could do in there, even though it's empty. um, yeah, and here is the first bedroom that's not the master. So I imagine this would be the quote unquote kids room. So I use yellow beds and I use pink beds. So I imagine the yellow beds, because yellow is kind of a neutral color and it has some orange and like mustard in there as well. So I imagine the yellow beds would be for like any boys that came and stayed, any boy kids that came and stayed, and then the pink beds would be for any girls, obviously, that came and stayed. Not that boys can't like pink. Uh, I was just thinking more along the lines of uh, a family that had, you know, a boy and a girl, and the boy was like, I don't want to sleep in the pink bed. So I have yellow side for boys, pink side for girls, and then I bring in both of those colors with that rug. And it also has a little bit of blue in it to bring in more for the boys. I pop a TV in here. I don't remember if I put a TV in the master bedroom. I don't see why I wouldn't have. Um, but I did put one in here, and I also gave them that little block table in the middle. Hopefully they can get around it and get to everything. And then this room I imagine would be for any teens or young adults that came and visited this lot or came and stayed at this lot. So again, very neutral tones, blue, not neutral, but very gender neutral tones, blue, purple, stuff like that for any teens that came and stayed here or young adults. Because you could have like a group of young adults, like I just said, you could have a group of young adults that are all friends come and stay here. Um, well, if a group of young adults came and stayed here, then some of them would be sleeping in the kids' room too. But I guess I mean more along the lines of like, let's say a family came and it's like the mom, the dad, the kids, and then also their cousins came, and the mom and dad of the cousins came, or maybe the mom is a single mom of the cousins, so she would sleep in that room. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just an extra room for teens or young adults. Anyway, this is the bathroom. So that teen slash young adult room actually has its own ensuite, and that is what we're doing now. I don't remember if I do the main bathroom on camera, and apparently I don't because the screenshots are rolling. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will always respond to your comments, and please hit that notification bell. That way you know exactly when I post my next video, exactly when I post it, and I will see you all then. Bye guys.